that no one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bulls. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of AAC squads. The Bulls will put total leather and will get started. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Orange offense will take the field, and they have the first possession of this game. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
Syracuse right back at it. Off play action on first down. And they got him for the sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
They try to pop a run on the draw. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And now on third down after that last run. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Sweet feet on the move. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down. They'll run it from the gun. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Montgomery. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Syracuse comes to the line on 1st and goal. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback keeper. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Syracuse.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So the Buffalo Bulls offense will have its first possession of the game. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive stage, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
Yeah, best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
Okay, first down here for the offense. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Here comes the offense on first down. Wants to go up top. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Syracuse right back at it.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Leaves it with the back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Orange. After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football and make sure you get them on the ground.
And he tacks on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Looking to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Bulls line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beat. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. It's a draw. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. Open space at the 25. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a 1st down, and much more really good execution by this offense. Movement here from the tight end. They'll run it. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Dances away from the D. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cuse. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. North Texas has some work to do. There's no other way to put it. But the mantra of this program is hard hats, hard work. And if they can chip away here, they may be able to pull this out. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kennesaw State.
Looking for a huge play. Makes the grab down the left side. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of the game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Quickly complete. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
He's got the back in the middle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Bulls.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they want.
Oh, look out! And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's caught. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own. The offense lining up for a first down play. Here's the handoff. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. This guy can throw it. Good quickness to grab it off the mountain. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see.
He wants to go deep. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Buffalo. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Yeah, you got blasted. You got to hold on to the football ball. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Going up top on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Quickly to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hook stick with him, too? This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got an open man. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds the tight end. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Syracuse will send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man on the right. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get bit.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of him.
And he's got it inside the 15-yard line.
And on the defense, I got to find a way to get some real pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little.
And he intercepts it. And a big
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. He's going to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
And they can't make the connection.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the catch at the 20. Touchdown, Buffalo! And once he got loose, it was all over.
That is such a nice job by the receiver there in that trick play, acting like he's going to block and then getting downfield. He was wide open, thinking to himself, just don't drop this, just don't drop this. All he had to do was catch it and run it into the end zone.
Well, and I think people underestimate the timing of a flea flicker, right? When you got to hand the football off, get the toss back, and the quarterback now be in sync with the receiver, and he catches it, you're right, and then gets into the end zone like he's supposed to for the big-time play.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now second along from the 21.
Hey, just a great job by the defense. First down, the whole menu's open to the offense. They try to slip in the screen pass. They see it right away. Get them on the ground for no gain.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Western New York.
Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Quick pass on the fly motion. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
He wouldn't have been the only All-American in this boot game if I were allowed to tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. The Bulls will have it 1st and 10. The give from the gun. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unleashes one. Snags it. Touchdown, Buffalo! They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pulls it in. It's Morales. Syracuse right back at it. Off play action. Got his man. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Now on 1st down from the 28.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They'll go to the ground. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Quarterback on the keeper. Still running at the 40. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down. Offense lining up quickly.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Got his man on the outside. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running on this ball.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by them.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Buffalo is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. First down to start the drive after the break. Leaves it with the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Crosses the 10. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. From the gun, running back gets the give. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Feeling some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Unleashes one deep. And it's almost intercepted in the end zone. It's caught, but he's out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a bullet dodged by this offense. He got it.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Up near the 40 They'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
They'll throw it on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll leave it with him. And that's a live ball. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back to its own. The offense set for a first down play. It's a flea flicker. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Wants to pass it. Unloads to the right. The freshman quarterback very fortunate for that one to fall incomplete. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Fair catch called for and made. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Ball security always paramount. That football must be riveted to your rib cage, Jesse, and it wasn't last time.
And look, he knows that happens again, he's going to find himself on the sideline. So this is going to be a dude very motivated to make some plays on this drive.
Yeah, and I think it's frustrating, but you got to put it behind you. You got to move on. And this offense has to go through him anyways. You got to be able to run the football and have some balance.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. First down here for the offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. Jukes his way for more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting into the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
On second down, he's looking downfield. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job on the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They go to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's second and 1. He'll do it himself. The Bulls will move the sticks.
This quarterback is so dangerous. It looked like the defense had him corralled. It looked like they were ready for him to keep the football, but that quarterback is just too good. He's like a water bug. So good, short area quickness, able to make guys miss and then go get the first.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, under understanding circumstances, they are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Running back searching for a hole. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Handoff to the lone back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll put the tight end in motion. To the ground with the back. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to punch it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but you've got to keep that clock moving.
Bounced off his feet.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well. They've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well. And you can tell they're starting to get in the groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse